Money, budgeting, finances can be one of the fastest ways you dysregulate your nervous system. So we tend to avoid looking at our bank statements, avoid looking at how much did I spend this month. We avoid setting a budget because it creates stress in the body and it creates this repelling energy. By the end of this video, I'm going to help you regulate your body when you check your finances. And I'm also going to help you look at your finances and make a budget for this month to set you up for success. Budgeting is not something that comes easy to us because we were never taught how to budget, how to look at money. We were only told, make money so you can survive. So now we're making money and now it's wait a minute, do I have enough money to survive? Do I have enough to thrive? Can I retire? How much do I need to keep working? All this stuff. And it causes our nervous system to shut down. And when our nervous system shuts down, it sends a signal to our brain, do not move forward, danger, danger, money is not safe. Talking about money, thinking about money, let alone looking at our finances. So we kind of go on as if we are an ostrich with our head in the sand, just hoping it'll all work out for the best. So I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you looked at your bank account, your credit cards, how much debt you have, how much you have in savings, and there is no right or wrong answer. But just take a moment to ask yourself those questions, to answer those questions, so that way you can get some clarity on, do you avoid finances? Do you look at it, but you're kind of why bother? On to the next. And we can start to learn about your relationship with money. Here is an easy hack that you are going to do before you look at your bank account. Before you do any money-related tasks, we're going to do a quick, easy tapping to help you prepare for looking at the finances, whether it's in the negative, whether it's in the positive. There's no right or wrong way to look at money, except for when we totally avoid it and keep our head in the sand and act like it's not something we need to look at. And here's the really cool thing. When we normalize money, budgets, planning, and the nervous system, it's no longer this fear, but it can be a simple task as brushing our teeth or filling up our tank of gas. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap on your collarbone. All you need is one hand. And before you check your credit card, before you check your bank statement, before you look at any money-related situation, you're going to tap on your collarbone and you're going to repeat the word release. This is going to send a signal to your brain to release any stress or tension that your body is holding on to. And it's also going to ground and regulate. And repeating the word release is going to bring your senses back into the present moment. So give it a try with me. Release, 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 release. And sometimes you might have to do this for a solid minute, but I can guarantee that you will feel a shift in your body. You will naturally see your shoulders drop. You might be able to take a deeper breath, but just keep repeating the word release, release, until you feel a physical shift. You might feel a yawn, which is just your nervous system regulating. You might feel your shoulders drop. You might feel a settling in your body. Those are all great signs that your body is regulating. So once you've done that regulation, now it is time for you to check your bank account. And I'm going to have you look for 3 different numbers in your bank account. So log into your bank account. You can always pause this video. And I want you to look at how much money is in your checking, how much money is in your savings, and how much debt do you have. And so if your debt is not in your bank account, this might be a car loan, this might be a credit card. So look at how much debt you have. And again, if you start to notice your tension arise, release, 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 and just keep doing the release work. Again, we want those 3 numbers. How much money is in your checking, how much money is in your savings, and how much debt do you have? If you're unsure of how much debt do you have, who do you owe money to? Do you owe money to credit cards? Do you have a car loan? I don't really put a mortgage under debt because you're going to have some type of financial commitment to your living, whether you're renting or it's a mortgage. So I don't really classify that as debt, but car loan, credit cards, or student loans, personal loans, any kind of loans that you owe somebody money, get that number. And then we're going to dive into creating a budget. Welcome back. Now that you have those 3 numbers, we are going to make a budget for the month that you are watching this video. For me, I am watching this video right before October, and so you can plan with me for your October month. But if you're watching this in November, December, January, or you're repeating every single month, you are going to do that as well. And I will share a link below with the exact template that I'm using so you can print it off and follow along with me or print it off to use for future dates. Again, when we normalize in the body, creating a budget, looking at our bank account, it feels safer to move forward instead of our body tensing up, tightening, saying danger, danger, danger. So let's do a little bit of tapping before we start to do our budget. Start tapping on your collarbone. Release, 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 release. And if you're wanting some extra support, you can use both hands, but not necessary. One will just be enough. Release, release, release. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. And let's dive into that budget. Welcome to our budget sheet. You can have access to this. So we're going to start at the very top. We're going to create a mantra for the month. And the mantra is, it's safe to follow my goals. Money is safe. I'm a magnet to abundance. We're going to create a mantra that's kind of money related. That's also going to inspire you to stay consistent with your money goals. So I love the phrase, I am a money magnet. I just feel like that is the best one. And then what month are you doing this in? So we're doing it in October. Again, you can use the same setup for whatever month you're in. So again, those 3 numbers that I asked you for, you're going to put down here. So how much do you have in your savings? Again, I'm just going to make up numbers here. So don't look at the numbers that I'm sharing as, oh my goodness, I should be here, or oh my goodness, I'm farther along. These are just going to be random numbers. So let's just say, for example, you have $2,000 in your savings account. And let's say you've got $3,000 in your checking, and let's say you've got $15,000 in debt, and that could be, a personal loan, student loan, car loan, current credit card debt, whatever that might be. So now what we're going to do at the very top is we're going to look at all of your income sources. So I've got a list of different income sources that you might have. So from your salary, this might be from your 9-to-5 job, this might be from your business, this might be bonuses, any kind of things that you make money. This might be, let's say you get money from your investment account. Let's say it's your birthday this month and you're going to get a bunch of birthday money, a bunch of birthday gifts. You might get other government benefits such as Social Security, unemployment, other aids. You might get VA benefits or rental income. Let's say you've got a rental property and you've got income there. So let's just start here. We're going to do like the first of the month. So we'll do 10-1. And I'm just going to call this as work. And let's say you get paid twice a month. So the first payment is on the 1st. And let's just say you get paid $2,000. And then let's say your next payment is on the 15th. So we're going to put that as work as well. And let's say you get $2,000 here. Let's say it's your birthday on the 25th. So we're going to write birthday. And let's say you normally get like $500 in gifts, gift cards, whatever it might be. Let's say, for example, you also have a side business or some other type of income, and let's say that money varies. We can just leave the date blank and we can write side business. And then how much money are you projected to make? You can also do a range. So let's say, for example, you're projected to make anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000. We can keep that as a range. So you're going to want to list all of the different types of income you are set to receive this month. The next thing we're going to identify is your expenses. So how much money are you going to be spending this upcoming year? So this is going to be housing, whether you're renting, mortgage, or you have property taxes. Then we have utilities. This can be electric, water, gas, internet, cell phone. Then we've got transportation. This could be car payment, fuel, public transportation. We've got food, groceries, dining out, hosting people, healthcare. If your work doesn't cover that, you might have that be a separate premium. Then we've got personal. This is like shopping, going to the movies, your hobbies. So we're going to write all of this down. We're going to write, and then you can write when they're supposed to be taken out. So let's say housing, and let's say car payment, utilities. Does not want to autocorrect. Then we've got food. I'm just going to put fun And let me just put a miscellaneous. Okay, so let's say your housing is $2,200 a month. Let's say your car payment, car insurance is $300. Let's say utilities is $200. Let's say you're like, I want all organic, non-GMO food. Let's say you spend $1,000 on food. Love to see it. Let's say your budget is $500. And then let's say miscellaneous, you want to give yourself like $1,000 or $500 budget. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to total up your income over here. So I'm going to pull up my calculator on my phone. So we've got 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 500 plus 2,000. So we've got a range of 6,500 to 8,500. And you can use your income like post taxes, post retirement, all of that. Then we've got our expenses. How much do you plan to spend? So let's say 2,200 plus 300 plus 200 plus 1,000 plus 500. And I always like to put the miscellaneous. This could be like your subscriptions. So this could be like your Netflix, your Hulu. This might be any memberships like in the tapping studio. You might be a member inside of that. So that would be like your miscellaneous plus 500. So now we've got total expenses at 4,700. So our estimated savings, right? If our income is 6,500 minus 4,700 so we should at the end of the month have $1,800 left over that we can put either towards our debt, into our checking, or our savings account. And you see how easy it is when we map it out. How much money is coming in versus how much money is leaving? How much money do I currently have? How much money do I owe? And then at the end of the month, this is really cool. And if you want me to do a follow-up plan, let me know. At the end of the month, we can compare. How much money did I receive? Did I receive more or less? How much money were my expenses? Were they higher or lower than I expected? And we can utilize all of these things to help us stay in alignment with our budget and our planner. So let's go back to the video to stay grounded and regulated as we review your budget. You can always pause the video and fill out all of your expenses. Typically, once you've looked at your bank account, you look at your credit cards, you kind of have a clear understanding of how much money is coming in versus how much is going out. And the beauty of giving yourself this clarity is you can just tap on your collarbone anytime you notice like a tension. I kind of describe it as your booty cheeks start to clench, your jaw tightens, your shoulders go all the way up to turtle mode. That's all signs and signals that your body is saying we don't feel safe in regards to looking at money. Again, release, release, release. You're telling your body to release the tension, and the tapping is regulating you in real time. So it's a really easy hack that you can do while looking at your budget. So now you've got this beautiful budget. And again, you can click on the link below to get your own copy, and you can fill it out with me or fill it out at the end of this video. Then what you can do at the end of the month is you can really reference where was I in alignment or out of alignment with my goals as I am looking forward to changing my relationship with money. Do you start to notice that when you get closer to paying off debt, you start to emotionally spend? Do you notice that when friends invite you out, you feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't make a budget for fun, therefore I can't say yes. So you're going to use this month as like an experiment of where can I lean more into trusting myself and where do I need to incorporate better money management habits? This budget is simple because budgeting is simple. When we put it in our mind that making a budget is hard or stressful or overwhelming, that's when we set ourselves up for failure versus what I've talked about in my other videos. If you assume it to be easy, then it will be. So from here on out, budgeting is easy. Money is fun. It's exciting and eye-opening to change your relationship with money. So I'd love to hear in the comment section below what was helpful from this video. And if you like this tutorial style of video, let me know in the comment section below on other topics that are kind of more of that tutorial work with me style of video. And I would love to film and create that for you. And if you are realizing that your relationship with money is not where you want it to be, join the tapping studio. EFT tapping can rewire your brain because your brain is neuroplastic, which means it has the ability to change. And EFT tapping can help you get your brain on board with money is fun, safe, and easy to manage. and to have. And I would love to see you in the tapping studio where weekly videos are added every single week, all under 10 minutes to fit into your schedule. Be busy, booked, and on the go individual. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. And let me know, what other money mindset videos or planning tutorials would you like to see in my next video?